Santiago del Carmen Maria, the queen of crowning thought. I speak truth unapologetically. It's my reign of reality and empowerment.
November 27, 2025 holiday impeachment incoming. Because accountability can't wait for New Year's resolutions, oh, sweet Jesus on a pogo stick. Can you believe this drama unfolding in our nation's capital right now? Where the holiday cheer is about to get spiked with a big bottle of political poison. And I'm here for every messy, popcorn-munching second of it, because nothing says festive season. Like watching the halls of Congress deck themselves out in impeachment, tinsel before the eggnog even hits the table. Picture the scene, my loves. It's barely Black Friday, turkeys are still being carved in backyards across America, and some folks in D.C. are already wrapping up their naughty list with a bow, promising that by Christmas break, we'll have fresh articles of impeachment slapped down like a bad secret Santa gift nobody asked for but everybody secretly needs. And who's leading this charge, you ask? None other than that relentless Texas firebrand, Representative Al Green, the guy who's made a side hustle out of calling out presidential BS since the orange tyrant first waltzed into office like he owned the deed. This isn't some half-baked tweet storm or a viral petition. Green's out there on Capitol Hill, surrounded by a crowd of fired-up supporters who look like they've been mainlining decaf and determination, declaring loud and proud, "There will be articles of impeachment filed before the Christmas break. This I pledge to you." And I swear, when I heard that, I let out a whoop so loud my neighbor probably thought I won the lottery, because finally, somebody's got the guts to say what we've all been whispering over our pumpkin spice lattes. Enough is enough. And Santa's sack is about to deliver a lump of coal straight to the Oval Office doorstep. Let's rewind this gossip reel just a smidge, because if you're like me, you've got a Rolodex of orange tyrant scandals thicker than a fruitcake nobody eats, but Green's not some Johnny-come-lately to this rodeo. This man's been roping impeachment dreams since 2017. Back when the first whiff of that Muslim ban stench hit the airwaves, and he filed his inaugural articles faster than you can say high crimes and misdemeanors. Remember that. He stood up in the House, eyes blazing like a prophet in a polyester suit, accusing the orange tyrant of inciting bigotry and violating his oath. And even though the Republican circus back then buried it under a pile of red tape, Green didn't slink away with his tail between his legs, no, sir. He dusted off, reloaded, and came back swinging in 2019 for the Ukraine shakedown that had the whole world side-eyeing those perfect phone calls. That time, the House actually bit, impeaching the bastard 230 to 197 on abuse of power and obstruction, only for the Senate to play pretend trial with no witnesses and a not guilty verdict that smelled fishier than week-old tuna salad. And don't get me started on the January 6 encore, where the orange tyrant egged on that mob like it was the world's worst tailgate party, leading to a second impeachment that passed 232 to 197, while the Capitol was still smelling like tear gas and broken glass. Twice. The man got impeached twice in one term, and the Senate cowards let him slither back to Mar-a-Lago like a bad sequel nobody greenlit. But Green. He's the Energizer Bunny of accountability, filing again in April this year with 7 counts that read like a greatest hits album of tyranny, abusing the Department of Government Efficiency to gut agencies like their piñatas at a frat party, slapping those boneheaded tariffs on our trading partners that jacked up prices on everything from avocados to auto parts, and let's not forget the cozy chats with foreign despots that make statecraft look like a pay-to-play casino. Ha. I mean, come on. The guy's turning the presidency into his personal ATM while the rest of us scrape by on ramen and rage, and Green's over here saying, "Not on my watch, you spray-tanned con artist." Now, fast forward to last Thursday, November 20th, when Green drops this bombshell pledge at a packed town hall on the Hill, the kind of event where the air's thick with righteous fury and the faint scent of protest signs fresh off the printer. And he's not mincing words or whispering niceties. He's yelling it from the rooftops that these new articles are coming as a privileged motion, which means the House has to deal with it within 2 legislative days or watch the whole thing blow up like a forgotten turkey in the oven. Privileged motion. It's like Greens handing Congress a ticking fruitcake and saying, eat it or explain why you're on a diet, forcing a floor vote that even the GOP overlords can't just table without looking like the spineless enablers they are. And the reasons. Oh, honey, they're stacking up higher than a Black Friday line at Best Buy. The orange tyrant's been on a tear since January, firing whistleblowers like they're yesterday's news, pardoning his cronies faster than you can say obstruction of justice. And let's talk about that Doge nonsense, where he's got Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy playing efficiency czar, slashing federal jobs and programs left and right without a shred of congressional oversight, turning the government into a billionaire's playground, while essential services crumble like weak-old gingerbread men. Then there's the tariffs, those 25% wallops on Mexico and Canada that have fruit prices soaring and farmers screaming bloody murder, all because the orange tyrant thinks trade wars are won with tweets and tantrums. And don't even get me laughing about the foreign policy flip-flops, cozying up to Putin like they're old frat brothers while stiffing Ukraine on aid, or greenlighting Netanyahu's Gaza grudge match without batting an eyelash at the body count. It's a laundry list of abuses so long it needs its own ZIP code, and Greens vowing to lay it all out before December 19th, when Congress packs up for eggnog and fruitcake. Because why let the Yuletide spirit dull the edge of justice when you can roast chestnuts and the commander-in-chief at the same time? I have to pause here and just yell it out, yes. Finally, a Democrat with the spine of a steel beam instead of a wet noodle, because let's face it, the party's been tiptoeing around this like they're afraid of scuffing their sensible loafers, whispering about bipartisanship. While the orange tyrant treats the Constitution like toilet paper after a bad burrito. Green's not waiting for a blue wave miracle or some magical majority. He's doing it now, in this Republican roach motel of a Congress, because as he put it, we have to participate. This is a participatory democracy. And damn if that doesn't hit like a holiday ham to the gut. It's a litmus test, all right, for every Dem in the House. You gonna stand with the voters who shipped you to DC to fight the good fight, or you gonna hide behind process? Excuses while the orange tyrant golfs away the afternoons and tweets up storms of misinformation. And the MAGA minions. Oh, they're already frothing, calling it Trump derangement syndrome. Like obsession is worse than, I don't know, inciting insurrections or emoluments clause joyrides, but spare me the pearl clutching, you cultists. Your fearless leader's the one who's deranged. Turning the White House into a reality show reject pile, while the rest of us foot the bill for his ego trips. But here's the roast I can't resist, because if we're gossiping like queens at high tea, let's spill the full pot. This 5th-round impeachment push is Green's holiday gift to America, wrapped in red, white, and blue ribbon with a tag that reads to the tyrant who stole Christmas from reality. Imagine the orange tyrant, all puffed up in his red tie and spray tan, waking up on December 20th to headlines screaming impeachment articles dropped, ho-ho-hos for high crimes, while his Fox News fan club spins it as a witch hunt deeper than the one in Salem. Ha. I'd pay good money to see his face crumple like a deflated parade balloon, that signature scowl deepening into a chasm as he realizes even his rubber-stamp Congress can't bury this one without a fight. And the details. Green's keeping the exact counts under wraps for now, building suspense like a bad Hallmark thriller, but you know it'll cover the hits. The mass firings of disloyal feds, the Doge debacle that's gutted USDA bird flu teams and left us with turkey prices through the roof, the tariff tantrums fueling holiday grocery gouges, and probably a fresh count on those Putin pillow talks that make treason look like Tuesday. It's not just symbolic, folks, it's a spotlight on the rot, forcing C-SPAN viewers and cable news junkies to reckon with the fact that this guy's second act is even uglier than the first, a sequel where the villain doesn't learn, he just doubles down on the dick moves. Yell it with me now, accountability or bust. Because if Green's lone wolf howl can stir the den, imagine what happens when more join the chorus. AOC tweeting fire emojis, the squad rallying like it's 2019 all over again, even moderate Dems peeking out from their bunkers to say, yeah, this orange menace has gotta go. Unlikely to stick in this GOP gulag. Sure, the Senate's still a McConnell mausoleum of no-shows, but that's not the point. It's the noise, the national gut check before we ring in 2026 with resolutions we actually mean. Laugh if you want, cry if you're exhausted, but celebrate this spark, because in a democracy gone dormant, one bold voice like Green's is the match that lights the whole damn tree. MAGA, please note, I was not talking to you and I do not need puppeteers' permission to speak up. And God, do I fearlessly speak my mind. I just want to thank you all, like, share, and follow to stay connected. I am Santiago del Carmen Maria, the Queen of Crowning Thoughts, because I say it like it is. Copyright 2025 independent writer, Crowning Thoughts truth speaker, AI video content creator, writer, blogger Santiago DC Maria. All rights reserved.